Last week there was a full moon for 3 nights, and I attempted to make videos, but it was kind of windy, and the microphone and everything. I made the video, went back and listened, and it was the wind, and you couldn't hear me. I did not realize that my camera also had a microphone on it. I ended up making 6 videos, and I had to scrap them all. So I'm going to make that video now with a picture. And the teaching was the teaching about the moon. The moon, ever since I was a child, I was infatuated with the moon. Especially, in science when we learned it wasn't really a light. That kind of like, wow, but it glows, And it has all these phases. And when there was no moon, the stars were so much brighter. And I gotta tell you, when I was younger, I would just sit outside for hours and hours and stare at the moon. And when it was no moon, the stars. It was just, I don't know what my infatuation was with the moon and the stars. But the moon, as you know, isn't really a light, The moon is actually a reflection of the sun. And then when the moon falls behind the shadow of the earth, it's dark. You can't see it. The moon gets its light to light up the darkness and the night from the sun. And we all know when there's a full moon, you can see. And that used to blow me away, that I could see things and everything. And when I was a child, I was like, oh, wow. I don't got to worry about the monster, in the trees and in the leaves, because it would look like there was monsters that the wind blew. Like they were moving, and I would be scared and throw my head under the blanket. But the moon is in prophecy several times, but the one prophecy I am going to focus on is the woman clothed with the sun. And the moon under her feet, and she has the 12 stars above her head. She is clothed with the sun, which means she is clothed with the wisdom of the Most High. Because you remember, Solomon wrote, there is nothing new under the sun. So she is clothed with the sun, with wisdom. And the moon is under her feet. The moon represents a kingdom on this earth that gets its light from the true light of the Most High, the true light. But it's not the real light. It merely uses the reflection of the true light to make itself appear to be the great light in the darkness. It's very important. And the reason the moon is under her feet is because she knows that. She has authority over that kingdom. And then, of course, she has the 12 stars over her head. I can assure you the woman has collected 2 of the stars. And the dragon is waiting for that man-child, the one that will rule as king in Israel. Something for you to think about.